Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 20 of Realms of Refuge. We have hit the big 2-0. This episode is entitled, What You Really Are. So, when we last left our adventuring party, they had managed to convince the hags to fight each other, which destroyed their coven, which means that their cauldron broke, which means that Titania was freed and turned them into bushes, and then gave them a whole bunch of loot and brought Jamesh back from the dead. Oh, by the way, they also now are friends with a sentient talking door. All right, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, we were going to start
right as Titania looked to Squeak and was about to tell her who she is.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you guys are still in Titania's throne room. It's a mix of like what you would consider to be a standard throne room with really high vaulted architecture and ceilings, as well as the fact that the floor is made out of grass, with various flowers growing out of it that sometimes just turn into other flowers. There's butterflies that are made out of like magic floating around. There's all sorts of stuff, basically. And she did turn to you, Squeak, and held out her hand and said, "And now, to answer your question. But before I do, I must ask you one thing, little Squeak. Are you willing to have the burden of this knowledge? Because once something is said, it cannot be unsaid."
I'm willing to take a toll, the good and the bad, as long as I have a purpose.
She looks to the rest of the party and then to you with a bit of a sad smile and is like, "Then allow me to show you." And with a wave of her staff, you're all transported to... Basically, it's like watching a show, except that you're directly there. And we see a very, very young Squeak in the arms of her mother, who, of course, is another gnome. And then there's the father, who's looking out from a window, and they're actually in what appears to be their own keep or castle of some sort. And her, she's... "From us, dearie." "I know, but what can we do? We can't listen to them, can we?" What choice do we have? We've struggled, we've fought, we've pried our way out from the gutter for so long. How many people have we stepped on to get here?" And she looks like on the verge of tears, thinking on it. Something bad has obviously happened. And she's like, "I know, but think of our little one." "What do you think I'm doing, woman?" "I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of little Rain. I'm thinking of all of us. The king had to die. It was necessary, wasn't it?" "Yes, but And now the man in the white has come and says that if we don't work with him, he'll expose us. He'll expose everything that our family has done to get to this point. Do you want that? Do you want the name of Thornrose to go down in history for being spies, for betraying secrets of our kingdom to others, for murdering kings?" And she shakes her head. No, we can't let that happen, no. We have to listen to whatever he says." And at that point, to most of you, a familiar figure emerges in the room. A man in a white robe with a red mask. He's like, "I heard everything that you said." And the father looks to him with like this deep scowl. You can almost see the throbbing veins in his head just looking at this person. Is like, How long have you been there? I'm everywhere. Now, do we have a deal? You will work for me. You will do what I say. And I will make sure that your family's indiscretions are kept secret. After all, you wouldn't want things to go poorly for your little daughter, would you? And then we fade back to Titania's castle. And you're all still where you were, so how does everybody feel about what they saw?
Shivers.
Tiff probably has like it has a kind of what?
Kind of what? You cut out there.
Oh, she's got kind of like a somewhat melancholic vibe around her.
How does Squeak taking this?
Well, she doesn't know. Well, well, she's probably just standing there with her mouth hanging open. Yeah, that she probably hasn't had a chance to make a memory process. I imagine. I don't know. Other memories may be coming back.
Oh,
Sound
and
like bad ones.
yeah, Titania will go on to explain that you come from a long line of gnomish thinkers who were named the Thorn Roses. They ostensibly worked as viziers and assistants and advisors to the king of their world. But for generations they had been weakening the kingdom from within to seize the power that they wanted for themselves. And at the cusp of it all, they turned on the whole world to protect their secrets. They gave their world up to the Qlipoth to hide their deeds.
Is it fair to say that she probably curls up into a ball and shuts down?
Comfort. Like she's like, no. It's okay. It's not. You're not there. And like she just can't find the words to be like, no, you're like, because she's fucking like, oh Jesus, at the same time, you know.
Your name is Rain Thornrose.
Ooh.
You come from a long line of conniving, backstabbing scoundrels, but that does not mean that that is what you are, child. What
Yes.
you are is your decision.
So she was a child when that happened, but what happened between then and now?
Titania didn't show you. The memories are probably coming back, and you can probably remember that you didn't have the greatest of family lives, and you do remember a stranger in white that always seemed to be lurking in the shadows, talking to people, but never to you. And every time you would try and ask about it, your parents would get unbelievably angry about it.
I mean, seems reasonable. Yeah, she's not still just kind of in a ball.
I'm sorry. I wished that I could make it different, but it is what you asked of me.
I guess it is.
For
Why
what it
does
is
any
worth,
of this
little,
matter?
you cannot know where you're going unless you know where you've been. For every flower has to grow from the dirt, no matter how beautiful.
And yet it always wilts and dies.
Oh yeah, Titania's like, I don't even know what to do, and I'm basically a goddess.
Wow, you've stumped a goddess.
Well, she's like, oh god, what do I do? What do I
Yep.
do to make things not sad?
She's she's just kind of I don't know what you'd probably best to leave her alone at this point.
Yeah, Tiff probably is gonna like see like you probably need space. She's a bit of an empath, and she's gonna step back, like stop like trying to comfort you and step back.
Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna help that.
Yeah.
Flex tape can't fix that, guys.
I sawed this backstory in half.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Tiff is gonna be like, Titania, would it be alright if we stayed here for a couple hours just to sort things out?
Though I feel that someone else wishes to speak with you.
Yeah, the creature of the lake wants to speak with us.
Hmm. And about at that point, it feels like it's raining, or like there's a drip coming from the ceiling.
Drip, drip.
All right.
It starts out as a light.
I look up.
Yeah, it's just looks like a light drizzle coming down. And then just a torrent of water falls down and envelops all of you.
Ugh.
I'm not cool with this. What's happening?
You're just in this black, empty water. The
All right.
castle's gone, Titania's gone, there's just nothing there.
And we've
Be
been fast tracked.
respectful of Rain's crime.
Yeah. Tiff obviously can't breathe, right?
Like, you've been holding your breath, but then when you, like, stop and think, you, like, breathe and there's nothing there?
Tiff kind of looks around curiously.
Ooh. What is this?
Yeah, all of you look around,
Gotta
and
make
then
it
you
bigger.
feel, eventually,
Okay.
you turn around and there's just a fish, a normal-sized fish just staring at you with its mouth hanging.
Alright.
This place is not your grave.
Hey, I know that reference.
Huh.
Why are you here?
Can Tiff speak?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tiff Talibre. We're here to save the world. Who are you?
You see these like shadowy tendrils come out from behind the fish as you realize that it's actually a fish like this.
Ah, fun.
As it
Can
pulls
I roll an Arcana check to see if I know what that is?
Yeah,
Is
but
there a
you do
huge single-eyed creature behind him?
No, but you do realize that it grabs a hold of each of you with one of its tendrils and starts pulling you closer.
What is this creature?
This is an aboleth.
Tiff is like, everyone stay incredibly still.
Rain's in a ball, so good first step.
Yeah.
It yawns or something equivalent to that with its massive beak-like mouth, as within is just a swirling emptiness, but you'd think that beyond the emptiness you see stars? As it cracks one massive eye bigger than all of you, and it looks at you and stares. I am what? I am a monument to all the god's sins.
Yep, definitely have heard this before.
Susano's just like
Tiff-
dead still.
Yeah. Tiff is like, what do you want?
I have come to talk. And you to listen.
Okay. I'm listening.
There is time to stop them, to look into the broken mirror and keep it whole.
Like, okay. What do you mean specifically?
The darkness beyond dark. The usurper's children. They would shatter the figment. They would make it real. They who stole my kingdom. They who feed on your despair.
Can I roll an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure which group of children he's talking about.
That is a good point.
I could see him talking about either.
This music is still eerie.
He
Oh.
means both.
Oh no! Oh hey, I need to roll my 6d20, by the way.
Alright.
There we go.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
2
Sounds
automatic
great.
crits.
Alright. Tiff's gonna be like, right. So, about that, I know. Well, she's like, about that. What do you want us for then?
It's eerily quiet as it just stares at you longer.
Okay.
You don't even feel this thing breathe. In fact,
Right.
the water around it is perfectly still. Before it finally stirs again and says, "In the land beyond, there is only sleep. Do you dream when you sleep? Or is it but an escape from reality? The stars sweep chill currents that make men shiver. Dark. You must find the rook that hides amidst the trees, where nothing moves in its shadow. You will find the 10-headed goat that watches from beyond. And you will kill it, or you will run screaming into the dark. Trust the fish. They know everything. They have felt the cold. They have felt the dark. Don't breathe. It's right behind you.
I look behind me.
Susano's holding his breath.
You look behind you and you're on a boat now.
What?
Yeah, a boat that's docked at this really murky, fish rotten come out of green and yellow,
Mm-hmm.
and the only building that's lit at all is this dingy dive of a bar.
Tiff kind of looks around. Well, that was, and currently still is, ominous.
Susano's still holding his breath and struggling.
Susano, breathe. Come on, buddy.
Right when you breathe, you hear echoing in your head, "Don't breathe. It's right behind you."
What's behind? I look behind me.
Nothing. Nothing that you can see.
What do my wizard eyes see?
You feel watched.
This is some Doctor Who bullshit.
Let's go to the fucking bar, I guess.
Rain is still in a ball on the ground. She hasn't moved.
Yeah, Tiff is like, pitiful, watch Rain, make sure nothing happens. And points towards the, bar and is like, everyone else, we need to go check this out.
When you open the bar and you walk in, the air is thick with smoke from these oily lanterns that drip
Mhm.
with whale fat. And the stinking smell of something cooking, something fatty and greasy. There's just a thin layer of oil on everything, and the patrons don't seem to move as you just hear them. There's only a few in this room, and there's a locked room beyond with opaque glass you can't see through, but you can hear people humming some sea shanty that you can only make out the barest of things. It's like,
Are there people in the bar?
there's a painter painting at an easel, and there's a man. His eyes are kind of lidded over with how drunk he is, slumped on the counter.
I approach the gentleman at the counter, and I say, "Hi, I'm."
His glassy eyes just kind of look at you for a moment. And make me like a wisdom check, just a straight wisdom check.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
there's a painter there. Am I really depressed again?
This place is kind of creepy.
Yeah. It's
You don't know why, but there's just a cold chill when he looks at you that runs up and down your spine.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't say anything or move.
All right. I slowly retract my hand. I'm like, okay.
this place is weird.
Is there a bartender in here?
There's a man in a yellow, like, you know the suit that,
Man
like...
in a yellow hat.
Yeah, he does have a yellow hat, but he's kind of got those, like, the rain jacket and things that sailors wear, you know? But he's got his back to you, and he's, like, you just hear, like, the thwack, thwack.
James, I know what you're doing.
And as he, like, every now and then moves away fish heads that he's cut off.
A man in yellow, James.
Yes. The aboleths are Cthulhu, basically.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I just figured I'd. I am going to get the attention of the bartender.
He looks over at you, and for a moment you think that you see the same unstaring eye of the aboleth from before, and then you just realize, oh, this is just a very old, sea-worn man with, like, craggy skin that's been pelted down by waves and sea salt.
Ooh.
The scraggly, patchy beard as he approaches is like, you saw it too, didn't you?
Yes?
He spoke to you. What did he want?
Well, for starters, a drink for me and my friends.
He, like, toddles over, and that's when you realize he's only got like one leg.
Mm-hmm.
No like peg leg or anything. He just hobbles on this one leg with an unerring balance.
Mm-hmm.
Even
And
Snake is uncomfortable.
pours you this like thick, smelly grog.
Mm. Tiff looks at it and goes, "Well, I drank worse in college," and she's gonna just down it.
It tastes like drinking seawater.
Yeah, she spits out part of it. I feel like I'm usurping the stage. Does anyone else want to do anything? I'm sorry.
Susano's just fucking confused. This is beyond his intelligence. We were talking to a fairy king, and then all of a sudden water poured around us, and this fish grabbed us. Now all of a sudden we're in some weird port. He is mind blown. Like Snake, like I said, is even terrified for a snake that doesn't really feel emotion. It's like holding close to him, like its head is right under his arm. He's just following your lead at this point.
Oh, is the grog too thick for star children?
She says, what do you mean, starch?
He like holds out the back of one of his hands and taps like his arms like, I know what you are.
Oh,
Then you should know that we're here on business. Don't have time to fuck around.
ooh.
Time is something that makes sense to you, but... And he like looks around and he's like, what is time to me? And he just like sits down on a chair that... There wasn't a chair there before, but he sits on one.
What's Sakura doing?
What happened? Pretty well.
Yeah. Tiff asked for another drink to hand, or asked for drinks for her whole party.
Yeah, did anyone else drink it?
No, Susano's like, I'm good. I don't drink much anyway. After seeing you spit some of it out.
Yeah.
What do you want from him?
Well, he's kind of the one who pulled us in, so
He
we're
knew
just...
what you wanted to speak. He could hear it in your thoughts. Your thoughts are like screams to him.
I'm assuming that you can hear what's in my thoughts too.
I can.
Then why ask pointless questions, friend?
Because I don't know if you know what you want.
Tiff looks at him, pauses for a second, then goes, "Tell me about the painter in the corner."
He sees many things. He paints things that could be, that might be. Sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. He never orders anything. He just sits in the corner and talks to himself and his paintings.
I don't love paintings too much anymore.
Yeah, I was half tempted to go, "Susano, check out the painting," but no, that would be rude.
He looks at it, gets unreasonably angry now for until the next long rest.
I'm like, listen, we're down 2 people, and we need to find our way out of here. We need to reconcile something. You know exactly what we're trying to do here. So, aside from mincing words, what can you tell us?
Someone's going to come to you. Someone you don't like. They're going to offer you something, an end game to this. Take it. And when you next wake up and you find yourself on a pearly shore, the sea lapping at your feet, just remember that the fish know everything.
I think you already know that I'm not going to take that offer.
Oh, you don't even know who it is. It's not who you think.
Hmm.
Ow.
Well, I've just got to tell you one thing. I know that we're guests in your house right now, and something tells me you have a lot more to do with this place than you'd let on. How do we get out of here?
Wake up. Just like. And he starts reaching towards you with one of his hands. He's like, just like this. And you're just outside of the castle now.
I just closed my eyes for real.
We're outside the
that's
castle.
Whoops.
I was about to say, oh no, I don't want to do that.
No, you guys are just like outside of the castle, like not even by the shore. You're back kind of in the forests a little
Mhm.
bit. And
Everyone's there?
everyone's there,
Phew.
including Locke is face down in the ground. Warden and Perceptor, who were not with you before, look and are like, Warden, they are awaking.
I
She
thought we
walks
put-
over.
No, we put Lock in cloud storage.
Oh, yeah, you did. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought you just left him on the ground.
No, we went back and got him, remember?
Yeah. Well, you got Titania to bring him to you.
Yeah. And then he made the comment, oh no, not on my face, as we put him in storage.
Oh no, he said, oh no, not the pigs.
That's what it was.
Not the pigs.
But yeah. Warden like leans down and feels one of your foreheads like, you have been out for about 7 hours. Are you alright?
I don't think so.
Rain doesn't look all right.
Oh, and y'all smell like fish. You smell.
Tiff kind of sits up, stretches, like, considering the circumstances, we're alive.
What happened?
The thing in the lake decided to give us a quest, something.
Burning.
Could be, but
It was scary. I didn't like it.
There is a reason why he is powerful enough to command respect from the people here.
speaking of the people, it might be a good idea if we, well, go and get them to Sanctuary, and then our job will finally be done here.
About that. And she like points out by the lake, and you just see.
You're
Like-
cutting in and out.
She said, about that,
Oh.
and pointed out towards the lake. And when you look over there, you notice caravans of people just coming out from the mountains to the lake.
Is that related to us or to the guy in the water?
I do not know.
We should probably check that out.
Yep, I agree.
Warden reaches down because doesn't seem like Rain is gonna get up, so she's just gonna give you upsies.
It's going to be less like carrying a person and more like carrying like a misshapen ball.
Yeah, she
A
just
medicine ball, yeah.
she just picks you up and like holds you like slung in one of her arms like you're a giant helmet.
Huh. Yeah. Let's fucking get over there ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you guys approach, you see all different kinds of people. They've also got similar to, let's see if I actually put down their names or not. I don't think I did. the two, barbarians you met before, Fawn and Tossed, or something like that. Everyone's kind of got this mix of like furs and hides, as well as like decorative stuff made from old machinery.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually do find Fawn and Tossed, who come up to you, and they kind of look a little bleary-eyed at first, and they're like, everyone's...
Everyone's what?
You there, James?
Oh, I think we lost James.
There you
Headset
go.
decided it wanted to die.
Oh.
So I had to restart that. He's like, everyone had the same dream to come to the lake.
All right. Yes, we talked to the god in the lake, and well,
You scared?
the hags are dead as well.
The witches are dead, but you also claim to have spoken to the old one?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, he looks over and like people who hear that are like, oh, whoosh, 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 whoosh. That would explain the dream.
Yeah. Tiff's gonna be like, so this world, I'm sure, is doomed. I've seen the hearkening of it. We are still offering you safety.
You who have spoken to the gods and who fight alongside our ancient guardians, we would be fools to say no.
And says, well, and she opens up a portal, and she kind of stands in front of it. Does that thing where if you straighten out your jacket by kind of whipping the ends of it with her leather jacket, and says, follow me, I suppose.
Oh, everyone sees that and they're like, whoa, magic, scary.
Yeah. Tiff's totally hamming it up to be very much like, I'm the powerful wizard kind of.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
Oh. Damn it, Susano. Now Snake. Snake, I have faith in your minus 4.
Yeah, in the time that you took to like turn around and do the razzle dazzle,
Mm-hmm.
right as you turn around, you see the end of a conga line of Joms just.
They would. Tiff's like, oh god. Well, there goes that. Come on, let's go, and like just starts like walking through the portal.
Susano walked up to the lake and he's like, "Hi, you coming, big fish thing?"
The lake doesn't respond.
Yeah, I don't know if we want it to come. I don't think it wants to come.
Maybe it will come whether we want it to or not.
Fine,
Ooh.
it's only polite, and it's what he would do. He doesn't want to leave it. It was
Yeah.
scary, but
In fact, no, actually, like you talk and there's nothing there, and then you just hear a voice in your head say, run, screaming.
I was going to say, don't disappoint it.
Poor
He
Susano.
runs and screams. He doesn't know why he's screaming, but it told him to scream. So
Yeah.
Ah, giant catfish.
Hey,
So, yeah.
catfishing is a real thing.
Oh yeah.
so all of a sudden, Tiff just sees Susano come blaring out of the portal, screaming.
Yeah, you bump right as you come because you keep running. Everyone else had stopped except for you, Susan. You plow right into one of the blackguard.
Oh,
And they're like, oh, who dares?
hello. Sorry, big fish thing told me to scream and run.
This thing, which looks like it used to be like a half-orc until it was turned into a twisted hellish abomination, like most of the blackguard are, like growls at you until a familiar woman steps in front of it, is like, we have made a pact with these people. Get out. and he just like snaps a salute and leaves.
He wasn't even scared in the slightest after everything that just happened.
Oh no,
Scary
he knows
orc
the black-
thing was like the most normal thing.
Yeah, he knows the Blackguard isn't going to kill him. Or send him to a harbor where sad drunks and bad booze are there.
Sad drunks and bad booze.
That's my new album title, I think. Probably. Nah. Yeah, Tiff's gonna march straight to fucking City Hall.
Yeah, Lady Harrow is following you there.
Okay. I look back and I'm like, hey, how goes it, Lady Harrow?
We have something to discuss.
Oh, I'm sure we do. Population influx?
More than that, though the fish are becoming more of a nuisance than they're worth.
They'll grow on you.
As
Well,
was
maybe not
was.
you specifically. You seem to be a little bit less jovial, but that's fine. That's your bag.
She just, like, you would think she rolls her eyes, but she wears that, like, creepy face mask all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I go straight to our fucking City Hall.
Yeah, this place has turned into a cornucopia of what the fuck.
Uh-huh. Yep. I'm about to deal with that.
Yeah, like,
I know.
As you're trying to get in, like, Wall Scratch is kicking out a bunch of Namazu who are clearly very tanked.
Yeah.
And they're like,
We are persimmon.
they're like, I deserve it! Yay! And there's like a couple ciphers are just like kind of standing around like, what the fuck do we do here?
Yeah.
There's just all kinds of people from all different kinds of walks of life, and it looks like a fucking toy box just blew up in this place.
Hell yeah. This is exactly what I was wanting out of life.
Yeah, you go into the hall, and Rawson and Radist are there,
Mm-hmm.
like looking over a list of like different supplies and like a map of the city, and they just look like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah. I walk in, I'm like, hey guys!
They just look over at you, and then they look back to their things like, oh, what do we do?
What?
I walk up and I'm like, so, can the paperwork for right now? We need to call a big meeting.
What for?
Well, in case you hadn't noticed, it's a little bit of fucking chaos out there, and I know that I'm a large part of that, so I figured it would be my job to get a committee going.
Yeah, Radis just looks at you and you say, and a big part of this is my fault, and is just kind of like nodding his head.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think that we need to have a big talk with everybody. So, did we ever get a bell in this place, or how do we summon the elector counts? How's this work?
It's called thaumaturgy.
Summon the electric count. No,
Yeah.
they're like, the Namazu set up a giant gong.
Okay. Where
We
is
didn't
it?
want it. It's on the it's on the roof. I don't know how they got there, but they got there.
That is horribly inconvenient, and I'll see about moving. But it's a good it's as good a thing to signal people as any.
And you hear from atop the roof, someone said gong!
I was gonna say, I don't know why, but I imagine it probably.
Wait, can we just leave Barnabas on the roof?
No, it's not Barnabas. It's one
It's
of the
a Namazu.
Namazu.
But
Alright.
what I'm
What were you
saying
saying?
is, if we put Barnabas on the roof, he would stop annoying us.
I was like, I imagine the bell actually rings out as like, wow, Pitiful sees a giant shiny thing and jumps up and goes up straight to it.
Oh, yeah, we'll say that it went to go hit the gong, but then Pitiful just flew into it like a crow flies into a Windexed window. And it's like, the Birdman hit the gong! Yay!
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go to our meeting hall and just stand very casually up at the lectern.
Yeah, you get like, everybody's there. Ballin' and Dwallin' and Thallin' and Schmallin' and Dollin' and Ballin' and all of the class leaders, Raddist and Roth, all of the named people are there, including the king of the Namazu, who is being carried in on a palanquin, carried by 4 more Namazu.
Are they calm right now, or?
Everybody's kind of just like that little, little murmur of what's going on kind of thing.
All right.
The warlock and the paladin are, of course, yelling at each other. It seems like you can't put either of them near one another within like 1,000 feet, or else that happens.
I look at them and I'm like, what's the name of the warlock?
Let me check the list.
And oh yeah, there's a list. Hold on.
Yeah, I was looking through it right now.
Character roster. Okay, so
You don't actually have the warlock.
Marigold Nettletouch.
Marigold, Nettletouch, and what's the name of the
Roland of Astrif.
Okay, so Roland. Okay. Roland, that corner. Marigold, that corner.
They just glare at each other and then pout and take their corners.
Thank you. And I'm like, 6J, too good for this world. That's good. Like, may I have all of your attentions, please?
Yeah, everybody's listening.
Has
Okay.
Warden put rain down yet?
Yeah, she put you down, like, in the place and then left because she wanted to go see, not Perceptor, fuck. She wanted to go see 6J. Yeah, Javelin.
Okay, has anybody stepped on her yet?
No.
Well, that's
you
good.
you almost got walked on by the Namazu, but then they're like, oh, hello there, rock friend.
Yep, she doesn't even acknowledge that that's happened. No, doesn't even acknowledge that anyone said.
Wow, this rock is very depressed.
Wow.
We will have to give her some persimmons.
Nope, but not paying attention, not listening. La 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 la, can't hear you.
But yeah, the Namazu King is like the first talker. He's like, what is this about? And why was I not allowed to bring the band?
Well, this is in part about you and others like you and everyone. So, as one of the adventuring teams, we have been tasked with saving as many people as possible. And we've done that pretty effectively. But that comes with slight issues, such as overcrowding, potential lack of resources, and cultures butting heads. And we need to figure out something to do with it, because I don't feel comfortable bringing more people here until we have a way to make sure that everybody can get their own slice. And to be honest with you, I don't know how to do that. So, if someone could give me a suggestion, raising hands, like just looking across the crowd.
Everybody kind of is murmuring to themselves, but finally, like, you see a little hand go up, and it's Fayush back in, like, her regular form.
Yeah, I'm like,
Who
oh,
fluttered in.
Fayush, you showed up. Excellent.
Everyone give your names to me.
She's like, normally I would go around asking everyone's name, but I think in this situation it would be best if me and my kind, in the name of our king, Titania, would provide you all with the necessities of life. As long as you stay out of our forest, we will provide you with what we can.
And I'm like, and for those of you that don't understand the Fae, stay out of their forest. That is not a request.
Some people looked at her and were like,
Yeah, it's like, that's not a request. They will kill you, and I have no jurisdiction over that. They kind of shoehorn themselves into this deal, and I give Fayush like a little wave.
She twirls about in the air.
But they also were instrumental in giving us a lot of resources and could be instrumental in more resources. So that's a non-negotiable point. We met with Titania, which, if any of you know who that is, go ahead and... I'm not going to explain it. You can tell your neighbors if you want.
Some people would go look over and they're like, "What?" And some people are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. We don't really have a say in it, but I forged a contract. I probably should have asked the rest of the town first.
Yeah,
But-
Radis just kind of like nods his head and like rubs at his forehead. Like, oh god.
But things happened really quickly in the heat of the moment. So, yeah. We need to figure out where to put everybody.
There's another town across the way called Remnant.
There's
We could
another...
see.
What? There's another town?
It's been there for a little bit, but
How
We've been
long
having-
have... Sorry.
yeah, then like Rawson rolls his eyes like, that's why I wanted to establish the trading center, remember? So that we could establish lines of trade between Remnant and Sanctuary.
You said between other... You said between other islands.
That was before I was even aware that Remnant existed.
And I'm today years old when I found it, so we all learned something new, right, guys?
Right.
I'm like, okay, so we need to go. Have we sent an official liaison to Remnant? Do we have a representative to and from Remnant?
We've been starting talks, but it's about a week's journey just there and back.
It's about a week's journey, and we have some of the most powerful spellcasters in the... Let's get that fixed.
Zeldry just shakes her head like, I told you so.
Oh, I love Zeldry. I'm like, okay, so on the docket today, getting Remnant transportation to and from much faster, and trying to find a representative from us and from them. I think that would be our first major step, but
Susanna
I'm
raises
not...
his
Oh,
hand.
go ahead. Oh, yeah, Susanna.
We could build a tunnel there.
So,
Everybody
anyway,
just turns and looks at you, and then turns and looks back at Tiff.
Tiff, like, gives you, like, a warm smile. Susanna's like, we'll put that into consideration. And then just, like, looks back at the group.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, fuck, did he just say? Never mind.
Yeah. She's like, we also... How about... you know what? Actually, this is something I haven't even asked. How many of us are trying to talk to the Sefirot on individual bases?
Every time we try, they try to weasel their way out of it. They've been, in the last couple of weeks, they've been as cagey as a bird in a cage.
Alright, I'll talk to them if I can. Similar problems, less severe, I think. And one more thing, and she opens up cloud storage and pulls out the painting. I got us a cool-ass painting. We can hang this in the...
Oh, those pigs! Why are they trying to chew on the door?
Oh, that's Locke. He's our newest community member.
Ah, the pigs!
I close cloud storage as I pull the painting out. We'll deal with that later. But yeah, so and one more thing, and I point to Jamesh and I'm like, guess who's back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like, wait, what?
Courtesy of Titania, our very own Jamesh Karit is here. And we'll see what we can do with him later. Right now we have bigger picture. I'm like, so, with all that being said, I'm not much for politics. I'm just one for raising the issues we should probably discuss. I am going to hang this up in the adventurers room. Does anybody need me for anything?
Lady Farrell's like, can I finally talk?
Yeah, of course.
She just walks over to this table and slaps down a map. And it's like, we found where they're hiding.
Who?
The Klipoth.
All right. That's good. What do you propose we do?
You?
We go there, we bring an army, and we kill them.
Yeah. You remember that fight at the castle, right?
I do.
You remember the thing that they had us specifically, my party, and I like look at the fucking
The oversized machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but you'll also remember that we routed their army with only 3 pit fiends.
That's fantastic. I died.
You've certainly never looked any better, though.
Oh, well, thank you very much for your backhanded compliment.
Ooh.
May I speak in conjunction with that?
She motions for you to proceed.
This is excellent intelligence. This is fantastic. It is probably some of the best intelligence that we have gotten, and the only fucking clue of what we're doing that has been presented so far. And like, I look at her with like an approving nod, you know. But
She like does a very not so graceful, oh, thank you.
yeah, I'm like, but we don't have the manpower to attack this. We barely have our own asses on our own seat. How are we supposed to steal someone else's?
I'm not saying we attack now, but that we begin plans. I'm
Oh,
willing
okay.
to send some of my own men to continue scouting out this facility. We will find its weak points. We will find how best to infiltrate them, and we will bring the justice of hell to them.
But here's the question. If they get found, do you think that that'll increase our likelihood that we'll be attacked over here?
They do not understand how we teleport so perfectly. Your teleports are imperfect. You have no idea where you'll end up. We travel
Right.
through hell, which is connected to all worlds.
Right.
We pick and choose when we strike. They've never found us.
That's excellent. But they know how to get to Sanctuary. We have been infiltrated several times, both on the macro and on the micro scale.
I see what you mean. This is troublesome, but not undoable.
On top of that, I do have some more troubling news.
Then speak.
Recently, we ran into, we'll say, a specialized... Hello.
Hello.
Recently, we ran into what I would say would be a specialized group. And person leading this specialized group happened to be one of our own.
So much for whatever honor it is that adventurers claim to have.
If you may let me finish, and I'd shoot her like a very wry look.
You have no idea what expression she has under that mask.
Mm-hmm. She's probably smirking. Paul.
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
very scoff.
Yeah. Azul, one of the people from my specific adventuring group, was leading this party. And that is an issue. I'm worried that we may have subtle infiltration amongst us at this very moment. I'm not saying that we go on a crusade or an inquisition and harass people, but we need to understand that this needs to be on our radar.
You know, someone else is like, well, how can we stands up, is like, well, how can we trust you? How do we know that you're not working with them somehow?
I look and I go, how many people have I brought here? And I'm actually going to make...
And
I'm
how
gonna make-
much of a problem has that caused us?
Give me
Suzanne
one
is
sec.
gonna
Go
just
ahead.
hold up his arm and like lower his sleeve so the crystal's there.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like,
going to make an intimidate check and replace that with a natural 18. And I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna go, I wield the power of the mother. Do you wield the power of the mother? I have spoken directly to her. Do you understand what sort of foible that you are even bringing up? If I were you, I would sit down and shut your fucking cock holster before I get the rest of these people to look at you and see you as a prison target.
Oh yeah, you shut him down.
God damn, Tiff.
Yeah, the warlock is just like,
Zano puts a hand on Tiff's shoulder, like, really no.
Marigold is just in the audience, just like, spicy.
And I look across and I'm like, I don't want to get in that kind of mood, but if anyone questions my fealty to this town and my utmost adoration for all of you, I love you all. Do you understand what kind of peril I put myself through to try and help all of you? This has been the only thing I've worked on. I have pushed through my pain. I have lost comrades. You all are my family, and we all need to be family. I'm going to step off the stage now. And Tiff, like, actually looks a little bit upset as she, like, walks off the stage.
Everyone's just kind of like, oh, until the bard, the Chip Evers song, just hops up and is like trying to use his bardiness to be like, hey, let's think about something else and not talk about how not even an ice spell can fix that guy's burn.
People are like probably just glaring at this one dude, like, where
Yeah.
you can go. Yeah, off Tiff. Okay.
I mean, and Tiff has already said everything she needs to on the stage. She's just got back from a really fucking
Susanna
being a dick. Fuck him.
leans over to the Hell Knight lady. He's like, so wait, the Klapoth are here on this place?
It is much like our world, hidden away from the prime material, but accessible.
Oh, he thought they were like on the island. He was
No,
wait a
no,
minute.
no. It's like a map that they
Yeah.
took of what they found.
Yeah, no, he was just like, wait a minute, they're on this continent? Whoa, okay.
Sorry, boys.
You're good.
You missed the terrifying. You need to like watch the stream after.
It's okay. I'm good.
Oh no, it was great. Alright.
James was doing good stuff.
They had to speak to Long John Silver. Anyway, before you guys realize that there is a tabaxi in the room probably doing that. Is there now back in...
Yay!
What is everybody's business?
I'm not sure what Susanna would do.
Did anyone force Rain to leave the town?
No.
Okay, she's still there.
Susanna will probably sit down next to Rain. Snake will curl up around her a bit.
She's still there.
He sees someone like sad, so he's just gonna sit there and just provide company like he does, just like he do.
Yep, still in a ball.
Tiff has a couple things she wants to do.
Yes.
I want to find Sekiro. Sejiro, sorry, Sejiro, shadows die twice.
Ninjas don't die, but friends.
Yeah, I want to find Sejiro.
You probably actually found him, like, in the town hall, like, he was in the back with all of the other roguish types.
Everyone who leans on the back wall and scoffs.
Or more, he was, like, looking over everything, and if, like, someone tried something stupid, they wouldn't see that he's behind them.
I getcha. But yeah, I go up to Sejiro and I'm like, hey, Sejiro.
He just quietly nods to you. He looks like he hasn't slept, and all he's drank since getting back here has been alcohol.
Yeah, I'm like, Sejiro, could we go somewhere and talk privately?
Of course.
Yeah, I am going to take Sejiro. I mean, fuck it, I have a
Sejiro.
house. Sejiro. That's what I thought I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a house. I'll take him.
All right. Yeah, you go to your place.
Mm-hmm. And as we enter, I like close the door behind us, and I'm like, Sejiro, I want you to promise to not tell anybody about this.
He quirks about you and like undoes all of his head wraps. He like before, he is an albino tiefling.
Right.
So like he's got stark white skin and hair. He's got pink eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, of course.
I take my my equipment belt and the sheath that the lock blade is in, and I pull it out and I say, once every few hundreds of thousands of years, eras, I don't quite know the best way to put it, something is forged that is so brilliant that it can do wondrous things. And I was gifted one of these. This
His
is
sword.
yes. Are you familiar with what a luck blade is?
He shakes his head.
Aside from the luck blade allowing me to increase my natural luck, alongside it, the luck blade allows the user to be granted a wish. And I draw the sword and kind of like twist it around in my hand, or not twist around in my hand, but you know what I mean. I kind of
Flourish it.
kind of more like I hold it steady and kind of examine it in the candlelight.
Ah.
And I'm like, Sejiro, Getsuyu was close to us, but she was closer to you. Wishes can be used to bring willing people back.
But
I want to offer you that opportunity. And I like bow and offer.
he like takes the blade and he's not sure what to do with it. He's like, but Lady Katsuyu died for the Emperor. There is no more honorable a death.
I understand. This is why I'm offering you an opportunity. If you wish to try, you may. If you don't, that's completely fine too. I won't judge you either way.
With our Emperor and Lady Yatsuna, or Lady Yatsuyu here, perhaps there is still need of her, of all of us, as their guardians.
I give him a warm smile.
He's just trying to process things right now.
Yeah.
He does the whole, like, fist and palm bow to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I will... How does it work?
You hold the handle, you close your eyes, and you wish for your deepest desire. Then, if she accepts, come back, she'll come back.
Yes. And he just, like, gets into the whole very samurai position, like, you know, kneeling on his knees, has the blade in both his hands and his thing, like, meditating on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you roll something. Yeah, you see him like concentrating and almost praying over the sword. And outside you hear a thunderclap.
Ooh.
And someone is like, ah, what?
I immediately run out the door.
You see a katana has fallen from the sky and driven itself into the ground. As this swirling cloud above breaks into a light that blinds you all, or anyone who's there that can see it. And when it comes to, Getsuyu is standing there knelt with her hands around the shaft of her blade as she stands to her gargantuan height, draws the sword, their katana, flourishes it, puts it back in her sheath, and says, I will die 1,000 deaths before my duty is over.
I run over and immediately, oh my god, and like just like hug her on her leg. Katsuya, you're back!
She's like, oh. And then reaches down and picks you up and crushes you in this Goliath grip
Oh,
of
I don't even
hers.
care. I don't even care. Oh man, yeah, I fucking just am a mess. Like Tiff is just like, I've had a long day, and this is the best way we could have ended this day. She's just like crying.
Yeah, she tousles your hair. She even gives you like her wide brim hat, which is far too big for you, but she's gives it to you to like have for now.
Yeah.
As like you see Sejiro like exit your house and he looks at her like not even sure if he can believe his own eyes before he runs over and hugs her too.
Oh.
Oh, it's so exciting.
And like he's just bawling. This is the first time
Aw.
you've ever seen him really show any emotion.
Like tears in the rain, school.
And she
Oh.
hugs him back and then goes, now, where are our masters? And they go off together.
Tiff just has this big smile on her face. And she's gonna go and retrieve the luck blade before it,
Oh, it's just on the floor. He left it. Like, he
Yeah.
stood up, it fell down. He was just like, I don't care. My friend's back.
He's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the fish people holding the sword. Woo!
And Namazu's like, oh! A giant persimmon falls out of the sky.
Oh man. But yeah, that's
The entire world turns to gold.
Oh god.
hell yeah.
But, yeah. She's back. Look who's back.
Back again.
Yes.
We're back. Getsuyu story.
Mm-hmm.
Which does bring up the question, aren't you guys gonna have a trial for Yatsuyu?
I thought that was gonna be handled by our politicians, because Tiff got a little heated about it. Literally.
Yeah, they've been a little busy to prosecute somebody.
Yeah, that's why we need to get our government acting not like a bunch of people.
Like they're like, oh god, let's make sure everyone can eat and drink and have a place to sleep before we start trying before we have the Nuremberg trials.
Yeah, and I think that we like pretty much have that squared. That was Tiff's entire point for her speech was, hey, get your shit together, because we're still gonna need to do our job, and now it's becoming harder because we don't have our shit together.
Yeah.
Well, that was what you did. What has everybody else been doing?
Comforting.
I was
praying.
gonna say, I don't think you want to know that question, the answer to that.
You've been sitting there crying.
No, not
Why?
crying.
You gonna cry?
It's
Piece of
raining.
piss.
Ah, it's raining. I get it.
Ah. Oh yeah, that's something you missed, Doc, is Squeaks is actually named Rain. And her family betrayed her entire world and sold it out to the Klipoth.
Sorry, I'm not looking at Discord. So when you said
He's just
that
like,
and I heard
nope.
someone disconnect, I thought
It was Doc.
just hated it so much he left.
Thanks, I hate it.
Usually he rejoins. I don't know what's going on. I keep telling him.
Maybe he did hate it.
Maybe he was like, "Are you serious?"
I keep telling him.
Evil!
There he is. He's muted though.
Maybe he did hate.
What?
Did you hear?
Oh.
Squeaks is actually named Rainthorn Rose.
Thornberry.
No. But
How edgy.
her family betrayed their world to the Klipoth, which is why it went boom. Her family were a bunch of dicks,
Sounds about right.
as most gnomes.
Wow.
I mean, gnomes are dicks. My gnome
Hey,
put
look
you
at
all to sleep.
Barnabas.
So. Yeah, and Barnabas. Like, gnomes are always the assholes in the. Okay, I get it.
They all got super little man syndrome.
Oh, not little.
I'll invent something to kick your ass.
Pretty much. A wild Mike has returned.
But yeah, you guys are free to do what you want to do in the town, but we are actually going to cut over to somebody else. So, Moloch, a fucking portal to the heavens just opened up and spit out a sword and a lady, and you probably weren't there to see it, but you're there to hear it. What do?
Most likely going to check it out. You know.
All right. Describe yourself for the sake of others. Tell us how you do you. How you do you. Do you smell like corpses?
They probably smell like. I don't know. I didn't think about a smell. I didn't. Not gonna lie. Didn't think about a smell. Sorry. Get back to me later, and I'll probably give you a
Smell
taste
like
too.
dirt.
No, he's smells like dirt. That's I'll take it. He's wearing robes that appear probably like really tattered, you know. Mostly from just the fact that they're worn over everything forever, and yeah. He's got his belt. It's got random assortment of things. It's got you know, a spell book, component pouch, everything he needs. It's like Batman, you know.
Except with corpses.
There's no corpses on his belt. We're still corpses and corpse-like materials. He's otherwise he's kind of gray skinned. Looks like he hasn't eaten in a while because he hasn't, but you know, it's fine.
Food is for the living. We get it.
Yeah,
I'll pull up your picture.
Yeah. Are you pulling it up? Oh, dude, it's great.
So here's your new party member, guys.
Hey there. It's beautiful.
Oh boy, this in no way at all.
I sent
Dreams Klipoth, man.
I sent the picture to Mikey, and he was like, "That totally doesn't look like he's gonna kill the entire party." And
No, it doesn't.
I was like, "Right? That's what I was saying." You know,
He'll gladly bring them back as his minions.
Yeah. He's not that kind of necromancer.
I'm
He's
not that kind of rogue.
Oh, dude, there was this whole time I played, and I had to keep saying that I'm not that kind of cleric. It was great.
You're not that kind of orc. Anyway,
Kind of work.
yeah. Tiff, as you're going to get your luck blade, a guy that looks like that comes waltzing into town.
He's not.
His hip.
Yeah, I draw my. I'm like, to arms, to arms.
Whoa.
Yeah, you
He's-
yell
he's-
that, and it's like a fucking conga line of badasses come running out of town hall.
I was gonna say he's not wearing his helmet, so
Ah.
he's got
Oh,
gray
okay.
face.
If he's
good.
not wearing his helmet, I wouldn't do that. Like if he was wearing his helmet, I'd be like, Klipov, oh no. But no, I like keep my hand on my sword and I approach and I'm like, hold up. Who are you?
Name's Moloch.
I am Tiff Talibre. Nice to meet you. What's up?
I heard a boom, so I figured I'd come out and see what's up.
Do you know what Azamar are in your?
Yeah.
Do you know what fallen Azamar are?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Because what stands before you is a fallen Azamar.
Kept them as pets.
That makes me uneasy. And also, no, they're too humanoid. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, that makes me really uneasy. I'm like, so you heard a boom and you found your way to us?
No, I heard the boom and decided to come outside.
Wait, are we in Sanctuary or?
Yes.
Yeah.
He meant the boom of Getsu's resurrection.
Wait, so he's been living here?
Yes.
Oh, I feel like a fucking racist.
You probably haven't seen him before.
Never mind. If he came out of like a house, I'm not gonna fucking hassle him. We'll be like, well, all right then. How long you been living here? Trying to like downplay like my I feel like a shit now sort of thing.
I've been living here for about God, how long has it been now? I don't really remember. I don't leave the house often.
Oh, where were you rescued or?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
I followed a lot of people through a portal and ta-da.
Oh. Well, let me welcome you to Sanctuary. And like Tiff at this point is like super just like looking down, embarrassed that she was like a dick. She like reaches out her hand to shake it.
He'd most likely accept the hand shaking.
It's like, so not to be super plain faced, but you've got a unique look about you. What do you do?
That's a good question, isn't it? No one ever likes the answer.
I'm a necromancer.
All right, so short answer, I'm a necromancer.
That rhymed. Tiff like steps back for a second. Is like, what? Wait, hold on a second.
Not that kind of necromancer. Not that kind of necromancer.
Wait, okay.
All right, so
I only know one kind of necromancer, so.
yeah, well, that's where I'm come from. There's I don't know how to explain it really. It's they don't really like it, but it is used as an acceptable form of healing. You see, necromancy is more than it's more than just resurrection. It's mastery over life and death, and I practice the more life-focused form.
Huh. And like Tiff is like reaching back to her fucking like super propagandized like magic shit, like magic teachings where it's like
Necromancy's for bad.
Yeah. She's like, I was always just told necromancers raise corpses and tried to become liches and murder a lot of people.
That's
my goal.
Yes, that's what I do. Wait, no.
Wait, no, that's not what I do.
Arr.
No. It's a very strong misconception that I detest strongly. It's
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. He was just suggesting a start.
He's like, all right. Well, sorry about the misunderstanding earlier. I probably came off as a bit of a dick. You want to get a drink at the Parsons Rest?
I'd love to. Been a while since I've had one.
Yeah, and Tiff is gonna fucking lead on to the Parsons Rest. Fucking have Wall Scratch get us both a nice big meal and some food.
Yeah. While you guys do that, cut over to Susano and Squeak Rain.
Susano, he's been Rain has been very poor. Hello?
I can hear you.
Susano.
Oh my god, I've been talking this whole
Ha.
yeah, no, I was saying, I've just been keeping Rain company, and when you said that, I was like, yeah, Susano is normally a quiet person anyways, so you not saying anything doesn't bother him as much. He's just there to provide like the moral support.
Right.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe no, she's pretty quiet. Yeah. Trying to decide when is appropriate, but I don't think she was ever taught when was appropriate because that was never allowed.
perfect companion.
We don't grieve here, everything's fine.
Don't pay no attention to that spooky man in the corner.
Everything's
That's just your
fine.
uncle.
Yeah, the creepy uncle that hides in your closet
It's just
And
something that
destroys
we can
planets.
and destroys planets. Yes. So nope. She's still pretty she's not crying, it's
It's raining.
God damn it.
Do I need to say that exact same line again?
Probably, what'd you say? And I don't hear you.
depends. What did you say?
Oh, did you not hear that thing I said?
No.
I was like,
We don't hear anything again. He dropped out.
All we
Wait.
heard was like.
God damn it, Discord, you fucking bastard! Like tears in the rain, Scoob.
What?
Ah!
Discord don't like you very much.
Discord hates me, dude. I hate Discord back. Fuck you, Discord.
But
So
Yeah, right.
yeah, no. Yep, that's what you've been dealing with, Susano.
well, one of you's gonna have to talk eventually.
It's gonna be
Challenge
Susano first.
accepted.
It's gonna be yep.
I'm
Susano.
He's just gonna like put a hand on your shoulder and be like, "You doing okay?"
What's okay?
Well, you don't got any injuries, and you slowly sort to feel better over time.
Why? My entire existence has been a lie.
Well, I mean, you didn't really have memory before, so you got that now.
Doesn't
And
matter. I've been living on bought time, paid for with the blood of others.
don't think of it that way.
How
But-
should I think of it then?
Well, it's something that you're now working for to make everything better, and you're working against the ones who hurt others, and you're showing the world that people that your name is not to be associated with just bad things.
Does my name even mean anything?
It doesn't have to.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You make the name yourself.
What's in a name?
A rose by any other name is just sweet.
God damn it. Well, there goes the serious moment. Thanks, guys. He's just like, I mean, you could be called anything, really, and you're still you. The things you do, the actions you take, everything you
Might
do.
as well be called Curdled Milk Oathbreaker.
I mean, if you want, we can start calling you that, but it's not going to change who you are.
You're right. Nothing. Sorry, it's hard to find reason to care about anything, right?
I can
I'll buy
understand.
in a bitch.
I've been in a situation like that. Well, a little different, but still.
Why do we keep fighting? There's no point to any of it.
Because it's right. It's all
Does it
about
matter if it's right?
does. Helps people.
Really? Really? Us doing right saves worlds, right? No. We can't. This world is suffered. This world is dying. We can't stop the injury. All we can do is staunch the flow of blood and watch it slowly slip away from.
I think we're doing a fine job. We're
Right,
standing
but eventually there's no more blood to be had.
up. I mean, you could say that about anything, but I think in the end we're going to come out on top, and it'll.
And then what? My friends, my family are still dead for what it's worth. Your world will never come back. Nothing will ever be the same as it was before. And we're stuck with this meaningless trite existence. Whether we save the world or not, we still disappear.
I think we're now your family and friends. That's what I learned. Took a while, but I've gotten. God damn it, Doc. I've gotten used to the idea that the people around me are my new family. And just like they're there for me, we're going to be here for you.
Don't waste your time. It's my advice.
He just kind of like pats you on the back. Like, just take some time. It's going to hurt for a while.
She doesn't say anything.
And we both go back to staring in silence because he's very bad at trying to talk.
Conversation. Are you
Yeah,
happy,
go to
James?
someone else.
I am.
He tried, damn it.
What's
Sufficiently
Sakura
satisfying.
doing?
She's probably playing tricks on Scrump.
Oh, you're asking for problems. What sort of things are you doing?
He's hearing voices, but he can't hear where they're
Oh,
coming from. She's too small.
Your
Whoa,
fan is
buddy.
still doing the bad.
And I tried to elicit one or two fairies to join me in on it.
Oh,
You
do you think you have to try?
You monster.
Hey, it's just,
You're a fan.
My ears are dying.
But yeah, for everyone else, all you hear every now and then is just.
It's not good. It's not nice, but it's what he deserves.
Sounds about.
All sorts of swearing and gobbling.
This pleases me.
This pleases my lord.
This arouses me in ways that not even my wife could.
Yikes.
well, that's
Glad we
information.
got that out of the way.
But yeah, does anyone else have any scenes they want to do?
I have a small one.
Yes.
Maybe we've like gotten kind of sloshed at this point, you know, in the bar.
You and Moloch?
Yeah. I'm like, you know what, Moloch? You're a pretty good guy. I believe it or not, you don't seem like the kind of necromancer I thought.
That's so sweet of you.
Thank you. I know I'm an atypical warlock, but we've got a lot in common. Hey, have you ever been on an adventure?
I want to go on an adventure.
Listen, I got a group of friends. We go on an adventure and we save people and we kick ass. It's pretty fucking cool.
That sounds like a great time.
Yeah, you're invited. You know, we got Piffle and we got Cezanne, and we got Week. Well, I guess her name is Ray. Oh shit, hold on. Hey, I need to do a thing real quick.
Oh God, what you gonna do?
I gotta catch up with someone real quick. Listen,
Oh,
in the morning, I'll introduce you to all the gang and we'll have a great time. We'll figure some shit out. We'll go and kill some bad guys.
Oh no.
dang.
And she looks at Squeak and is like, put on my tab, Squeak.
What?
My name is Wall
not-
Scratch.
Sorry, Wall Scratch. That's my bad.
He's like, what?
Put on my tab, Wall Scratch.
We got soda cracked. He just went off and became a bartender. He's like, fuck it, man. I'm just a bartender.
Yeah. And she's gonna stumble out and try and find Rose or Rain.
Ooh, Rose. That would have been a good name. But then again, so's Rain.
Yeah, Rain's a great name. But
Rose
is
for
Rain
Rose?
still in the fucking place?
You bet. And guess what? She's got Susano and a snake.
Oh yeah. Tiff's gonna.
No, not a snake, right?
It is
Just
snake.
and a snake.
Susano and Snake is with you.
Yeah. Tiff's gonna walk in, be like, "Oh, you're still here."
Who are you talking to? Just anyone?
Anyone. She just does that thing where a person walks into her, says something, just to the room.
Yep. No, you're not getting a response out of. No.
Tiff's gonna kind of stumble up and look at Susano and be like, "Hold on, give me just a minute."
Do.
I'm confused. Oh, was she like asking?
Yeah.
Asking me to give those 2 minutes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna say something. You're like, hold on, give me a minute.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, I walk off.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Okay.
I look at Rain when we're finally alone. I kind of like do this thing where I sit like on the side of the stage and start to kick my feet, you know, a little drunkenly. I'm like, still having a hard time?
Maybe. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Last time I had a hard time, like, got drunk and then made a big impassioned speech and threw up all myself. So I feel you.
Maybe you need this. And she's going to reach into her bag and pull out a burnished old tank.
Yeah.
And she brandishes it at you and says, "Take it. I don't need."
Well, thanks. And she like takes it.
You have
She's like-
received a tankard of sobriety.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'll toss that in my inventory. But Tiff's like, but that's. I actually have something for you. And she pulls out a deck of cards, and she says, "You know what these are?"
Tarot?
No, it's normal playing cards.
Oh, maybe. Why?
Well, they're chance. And here's the thing about chance. And she like pops out the deck, starts doing some fancy shuffle that are almost certainly helped by prestidigitation. She's like, take this deck, and like pulls a card off the top, and pull a card. The 8 of spades. Crazy, right? And
What's
she like put.
point?
Well, I have a whole fucking speech for this, but I guess it's whatever it is. And she like shuffles it back, and she's like, listen, I'm not gonna try and get up in your business. I know that shit's annoying. So here's the thing. We don't get to choose what happens, who we are, or what we do. It's what we're doing with it. As far as I can tell, you're doing pretty fucking good. And she like tosses the deck of cards in front of you, like in the box. And she's like, we'll probably go and do some more adventures pretty soon. I hope you get to feeling better, but the only person who can accept the fact that the deck is random is the one who's drawing the cards. And she just starts stumbling out.
You may or may not hear this, but she's gonna mumble. Oh gosh, I just had it.
Fucking lush.
If my no, if my fate is to be a plaything for fate, then I choose not to play.
Tiff actually probably does hear that. Turns around and is like, oh, what? So, you're just gonna sit there and mope? Is that what we're doing now?
Seems better than anything else right now.
You know, we all lost everybody. And it's not like the fact that you're everybody.
Do you have a fate? Do you? She's probably. She snaps at you.
Yeah.
Do you have the blood of your entire world on your hands? I didn't think so. Do you
No,
have
and you don't
countless
either.
lives? Really? Last I checked, I.
No, your parents do.
Oh no, lass. What's scary isn't the part that you were shown; it's the part that you weren't.
She's like, well, guess it's time to make up for lost time then. Because here's the thing. Your and I's life are finite. Everyone out there's life is finite. Acting like we're not gonna have a chance, it's not gonna help anybody. And personally, I'd rather go out kicking the nads at whoever's causing our deaths than go out moping in a corner in a, quite frankly, pretty shitty town hall. We really need to get Barnabas to fix this up.
She so if you're looking for filth to be cleaned up, then look no further.
Jesus.
Tiff like rolls her eyes, is like, all right, you're beyond helping until you sort this out. I'm gonna be real with you. This is if you feel so bad, how about you spend a night in jail with what's the Japanese lady?
Yatsuyu.
Yeah. Why don't you spend a night in jail with Yatsuyu? If you feel like you're a genocidal maniac, you'll feel at home with her, and maybe you can both mope.
Maybe I will.
Tiff leaves at that point, throwing up her hand, sort of thing.
I'm gonna go to jail then. That's fine.
Yeah, you go and the guards are like, wait, what? You want to do what?
Just let me.
Yeah, they'll throw you in jail and you'll be in the same cell as a woman who's wearing like a black dress, very like skin tight, very I'm the stereotypical evil seductress villain kind of dress. Long black hair comes down to like halfway down her back.
So what are you in for?
She just looks at you and narrows her eyes. She's like, what would you care?
Don't. Just trying to make conversation.
Then don't.
Oh, look at me playing the big badass. Listen, lady, you got a lot of catching up to do before you hit my level.
I led armies to their death and I killed entire villages with but a word. And
I
I
destroyed my
killed.
entire world, and you know the best part? I liked it.
Then we're not so different. Two souls crying out against an unfair world. We wanted to make it hurt like we do. But now look where it got us.
Oh, I'm just kind of here because I chose to be.
But you're still here.
That's
Choice
right.
or not,
That's right.
I almost was fortunate enough to have the little one kill me. But I guess the kami saw fit to keep me alive for other reasons.
I was say it doesn't take weapons to kill a person.
No, it doesn't. And she just gets real quiet, reminiscing on some real fucked up shit that happened in her past. Which is why she turned into a homicidal bitch.
If you convince our prisoner to kill herself, I'm gonna be so mad at you. I saved her.
Huh? No, that's not what she was thinking at all.
Well, this got fucking dark.
Hey,
She's
like,
gonna
have happy
she's
go
gonna she's gonna lean back and lay on her cot, and you see a small smile on her face.
Oh no, Squeak Rain has turned evil. It's gonna go the way of Azul.
Hey, don't shoehorn her. This has got to develop now.
But
But will her tattoos glow?
damn, that is a good question.
You're right. She's gonna have an arrow on her forehead. And it's gonna go glow.
Oh no.
Squeak the Rainbender.
Oh god.
Bad.
Yeah. So Turtle Man ran off to church, basically, because he was like, "Oh man, I gotta like do stuff in order to not be a dick anymore."
Oh, I'm still a dick.
Less of, but yeah. Just for little quick catch-up reasons, we have like a scene where we see Warden and Perceptor go to the basically, the hospital you guys made, and Javelin's there with still like his leg blown off, but they've managed to like stop him from getting any worse. And like something you've noticed with some of the ciphers is they actually started removing their blindfolds, and he's got his off, and like when Warden and Perceptor see that, they like stop and look at him real confused, and then his like eyes flare open and he just smiles like, "Hi, Commander." And she just like, you could see the single Hollywood tear as they just go over and have just a big ol' hug between the three of them.
Aw.
And if it's all right with you guys, I'm actually thinking of cutting this a little bit early.
Sure.
But I do have a final scene where we go back to the creepy, spooky castle that the Klapoth live in, and we're in like a war room. We see only from like the neck down, because we see he doesn't like he's tapping on his helmet. The Black Lord is tapping on his helmet as he's listening to all of these horribly disfigured and augmented people who you assume are higher ups in the Black Knights are talking strategy, and they're looking over all these different celestial maps. As a door gets flung open and a Black Knight runs in, and it's like, "My lord, they escaped." And then one of the generals looks over to him and is like, "And you didn't chase them down and kill them? We've no need for cowards like you in this army." As, still not seeing his face, we see the Black Lord get up and he starts walking towards everything goes quiet, and all we hear is the sound of his boots. As he walks forward, a hand on his sword, he goes, "Yes, we do not suffer fools and cowards lightly." He swings his sword and cuts off the head of the general, not the messenger. Says, Fools and cowards who would task underlings with important duties, who would not relish in the chance to fight their enemy face to face, to stare into the whites of their eyes as they die. No, we won't have cowards. And he rips the helmet off of the dead general and throws it to the messenger and says, "We will be wolves, and we will be ready." And then we cut.
Got him.
So, let's go on to sign-offs, and we will start with Crawling in My Rain.
Hi, guys. This got real interesting real fast. I didn't know where that was going, but now I know where it is. And, yeah. We're going to have some fun with this. All right, my name is Sarah Smith. You can catch me here on Tuesdays playing Rain, who's definitely going through an episode of Heavy Rain.
Ha!
Jason!
I'm pressing X.
Squeaks.
You can also catch me on Thursdays playing Heracles in the Legacy of Stram decks. Let's see. Bad things happened, but I didn't kill anyone, so that means good things. Let's see. Also, you can catch me this Saturday on Spark of Fate playing Mulch, the dwarf that basically went to sleep the entire last session. He wasn't paying it. Very tired boy. That's my fault.
He did win the
and
fight
that's
with
it.
Spirit Guardians, though.
Well, yes, but that's going to be pretty much every fight to come.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's me.
All right, let's go on to Late Doc.
Doc.
Our late boy, Doc.
Doc.
Ah!
Hey, yo, Doc, you there?
He's trying to say stuff, but it's not coming up. I see your mic lighting up, and it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. I can give him his sign off. Hi, everybody. That guy is Doc. He plays Xeraxis in Spark of Fate, which is a very fun barbarian character, very smart and very goofy. He also plays Foxes in tonight's game, who is on a path of transformation, and he runs a Sunday game every other week, Juxtaposed Hijinks, I believe it is called, which is a real fun game where party is about to be hunting some sort of monster.
Also dead children. Yeah, let's move on over to Brian.
Yes, this is Brian. Tonight I played Sakura, the fun-loving, boomerang-wielding halfling, which really didn't do anything but decide to torment Scrum with a bunch of other fairies. All fun was had. And then
Except
we went
for
and had
me.
sweets. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, the fairies love you, by the way.
Oh, yeah. let's just go have some fun. Let's steal the bother the grumpiest person around. Also on Thursdays in the Legacy of Stramdex, you can finally playing Hatra, the Johnny that's learning that things are different than her home, and that the people she's with might not be too strange after all. Maybe. And on Mondays, Lyson, the Strix Warrior and the Fire Strike, who is right now with the good old Black Rat, and don't know if we're going to meet up with the captain or Ezzy. Don't know which way that's going. Everybody's going every which way, but the way everybody should be going. But anyway, it should be fun. And that's about it. So, next person.
All right, let's go on to 47. The debut of our 47.
Hi there. Hi, I'm your local tech support. Playing Moloch this to Tuesdays now. I do stream stuff behind the scenes, and on Sundays, it's like every other Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm playing Quentin Beck, for those of y'all who get that reference. You can catch me where else am I? Nope,
You're
just stream
usually
chat.
here, but you're not talking. You're doing stream stuff.
Yeah, no, just stream chat.
Alrighty. Let's move on to Michael.
Hi, everybody. My name is.
You cut out.
I hate Discord. Hi, everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Win5 Get One Free. You can catch me here every Monday night playing Slef, the lovable rat man who loves to blow things up and is loving to hi. Words are hard. You can catch me on Tuesdays where I get to play Tifta Libre, somebody who's finally getting back to a position where she feels confident in herself and is using her powers for good. It feels good. It's a good thing. Hi. You can also catch me on Thursdays where I'm running Legacy of Stramdex. We're going to be doing some crazy shit next session. And by crazy shit, I mean our first dungeon for the party. Stick around for that. That'll be pretty fucking fun. You can catch me on Saturdays where I'm going to mention Spark of Fate first because I almost always forget it. And it's not against you, Daniel. You know how it is having this many games.
Yeah.
Where I play Yika, the frogman who's kind of over it, you know? You can also catch me on Justice Grab Bag wherever I'm playing Beef or Eastern Bloc or Scorchmark. You can also catch me whenever I am playing on Black Box Theater, and you can catch me with Juxtaposed Hijinks, where I am playing Lenny Achilles, who is a monk who is of the open palm and of the open mind, if you ask her. She's very much a student of the world, and you can catch us if you're watching on the Twitchiverse and you want to see this again, you can catch us on the YouTube-a-town. I don't know what I'm gonna keep calling these things. On YouTube at Paradise Theater. You can catch us from YouTube Town at the Twitchiverse at pair_o_dice_theater for Twitch. And then when it comes to Twitter, where we have some hot memes and our scheduled updates, you can catch us there all the time, and that's at Pair Theater, Pair Theater. And then you can also catch me specifically making music at SoundCloud/ThatHoon. That's all caps ThatHoon. That's me.
All right. I think that leaves Danielle.
Well, I don't know who that is.
It's you. You cut.
What up? I'm SassyMcNasty69. Also, Daniel. I played Susano, the ranger with the snake, who was forced to talk a lot more than he can and try to get deep with people, and it's really hard when that person refuses to get better.
She got a lot worse.
Going in order, let's see next. So Thursdays for Legacy of Stramdex, you'll catch me as Johan, the Romani-esque rogue with very little cares for material value and more for the stories and the memories that objects carry, and is interested in the story that our party is unfolding with ancient legends coming back to life. Let's see. Next up is Saturdays. For this Saturday is going to be Spark of Fate, the campaign I'm running with these fun. And then every other Saturday after that is Justice Grab Bag, where you'll catch me Legacy Wrestling as Bear the Boulder Breaker, or Harvinja, the brainer from Flesh and Fire. And if we do the superhero one, I'll have to do something for that. And then Sundays, every other Sunday. So next Sunday is Gideon Sunborn, the Ranger from the Desert. I do have a thing for Rangers, if it's not obvious. Who likes to hunt big monsters, and he cannot lie. And then on Mondays, you can catch me on the Fire Strike as Tavis, the envoy diplomat turning operative, who is trying to hold the crew together while we find the captain. Yeah,
Yay!
I'm in a lot.
That leaves it up to me, and I'm also in a lot. Hi, ho, friendolas. My name is James, also known as Knightheart, and sorry for my awful voice today. I have like an upper respiratory infection and a sinus infection. I just fucking want to die. You caught me DMing tonight in Realms of Refuge. No shade against any of our other campaigns, which are also lovely and fantabulous, but it is my favorite night of the week because I'm always impressed by the level of roleplay and smartiness that my smart boys have and get through situations where you would expect to go murder hobo, but instead they decide to like actually be characters instead. Cool. You can also catch me here on Thursdays where I play Seifel, the literal cat who just got made to eat some humble pie by a totally not stereotypical wise old man character who was like, hey, quit being a dick, and he was like, oh man. He's still wondering who the fuck stabs a cat, because every time he turns into his cat form, just bad things happen. Also here, sometimes on Saturdays, in Spark of Fate, this upcoming Saturday, where I'm playing Marin Farcaller, the boring old human sorcerer of the party, who's just a big dummy that everybody kind of looks at and goes, aw, you doof. And everybody loves him, though, because he's got an adorable little fey fruit bat named Zam Zam.
I love Sam Zam.
Everyone should love Zam Zam.
Call me part of the
Also find me here on Sundays in Juxtaposed Hijinks, in which I am playing Daregrin Gilded Hand, who I would do the voice for, except my head feels like it's about to pop, who is a dwarven artificer artillerist who good roles. And also on Mondays, I play Esley Sorval, the former C-pop star, the Heart of Gold turned bad, mean, nasty boy terrorist who blows shit up and is also dying of the super AIDS, like apparently I've gotten. So this is what happens when you get a little too into your roles, people. You get sick and die. Yeah, I think that's it, and I think I hit everybody. So from all of us here at Paradise Theater, sorry once again for the short stream, but we will get the hell out of here with a good old R.I.P. Daisy.
R.I.P. Daisy.
Beeth we clear?
Beth be queer.
Awesome. Thanks for letting us use